Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I've got to fill some orders today, so I hope you join me. So we've got 2 pen organizers, redoing the tray. I've got one more of Barbara's since I'm pouring white mica today, so she's going to get her last white one because I did one off camera. And we've got a bear. This is going to be in white as well. So we got like 35 ounces to pour today. This one, Joan wants in the Firefly Glitter, which is a red, chunky, fine mix. This one, she wants to try to marble these 3 glitters. So Royalty, Heaven's Dust, and Fairy Dust. Purples and opals. So we're going to glue it. She wanted glue done in there to see if they would swirl together. So that will be interesting. This one I just did the other day in the deep colors for Christmas. She wanted to change it. So now it's going to be in the traditional colors. So I'm using the Rolio's Fur Buds Green and Scarlet. I'm really liking the Scarlet. It's a nice Christmas color. So if you don't have a nice red, that one's good. We're going to do the same thing with the Gold Rush Glitter. I'm going to I know how to mix it now, very, very tiny bit, because I just streaked the glitter across and then we poured a dirty pour on there. And then these 2 will be in a crystal white mica powder. So we're going to start one thing at a time. I'm going to do these so I could set them aside, probably those at the same time. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let me grab some resin.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage.
I mixed up enough for 1 pen holder and then the snowflake and the bear. And I did switch out my whites to what I used yesterday for her other snowflakes. So I didn't want them to be different in case they're all going to one place. So I'm just scraping my sides and bottom, making sure it's all mixed up. And then the pen organizer holds 10 ounces exactly. So I'm going to do that. Oh, let me get my powders in here. So I'm going to dissolve my powders first. My fan is on high today. This is blowing. A little more. This is really, really, really sparkly. You'll love Rolio's Pearl White. If you can't get a hold of Crushed Crystal, Pearl White is going to be your friend. It is gorgeous, just like that. I just add this snowflake one from them into there because this is so crystally. Doesn't have a lot of the white in there. So I add that for the color white. So it's still going to be beautiful. If you saw yesterday, you know it's gorgeous. You don't have to add the more white. If you just want like a ton of sparkle, that's all you need. Pearl white. All right, I'm going to do, let me scrape my sides here. Not that that mattered. 10 in here so I can mix up my glitters. I did 14 ounces. So I should have an extra ounce. I don't know where 10 is on this cup. I should have 4 left. Oh, close, 5, another ounce. And then I'll add glue to this too. If you don't add glue to your chunky glitters, they're not going to stay suspended. Okay, that's 2. And then this is going to go in here. I'll probably have a little extra, no big deal. I will just stick it in another mold. Been making a lot of snowflakes for extras these days. Let me get all that out. And then I'll reuse this cup to mix the rest of it. So if you don't want to get rid of a cup, don't mix your glitter in there. If you reuse your cups, put it that way. That or have a glitter cup specifically for glitter, because if I put the glitter in this one, there is no way it's coming clean. Just not going to happen. Same with spatulas. Have yourself a glitter spatula that's only used with glitters, and then have yourself a glitter cup. Unless you don't mind sacrificing one. Okay. All I got to do is mix up that white to get all the color through all that. get this mixed up. It's already dissolved, so we don't have to worry about unmixed mica powders this way. Beautiful. I don't want to put this white in there. So we're going to add about 10 drops of glue after I douse this with the firefly glitter. Need a lot of glitter. That way, that's all you see is glitter on the finished piece. And then I'll split it between 2 cups. Got to mix this well because especially this chunky stuff, it likes to cake up together. I'm excited to see the other one. See how you could see clear on my stick? I don't want to see that because then you're going to see that in the piece. And then I'll add, once I have it mixed, I add glue last. Everybody does it differently. I just like to add it last so I know that it's getting mixed thoroughly. See, that looks much better, but I need a little more. As usual, that should be good. A little bit more. Mix this up, add my glue, and then I do need to split it in half. Like I said, in the vacuum chamber, it's just not going to behave itself in a cup like this. So let's add our glue. All right. And what I'm looking for is a really thick gel. That way, the glitter stays where it's at in the resin, and we won't have any sinking to the top. Nice, really thick, gloopy mixture. All right, let's vacuum chamber it.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night, painting dreams with a shimmer so bright, rhinestones dancing, catching every eye.
I'm gonna go ahead and pour this one first because it is the deepest. There's something in there, of course there is. I thought I had these clean. All right, well, that's red glitter, so I guess it doesn't matter. So make a mental note, if you're putting glue in your resin, it will cure much faster. So that's another reason why I would like to get this poured. Spray it with alcohol so we don't have any bubbles, especially with glue in. It's really thick. And this one, neither one are getting any kind of embellishment, so this is going to be... I just want to check this out. You could see through these molds, which I love. As many times as I've used them, I could still see through them. Let me get my glue or my glitter spatula ready here. This one's got permanent glitter on it, so that's why I use it. All right, that's one. Let me just check the sides. Make sure we don't see any bubbles. Nope. I don't usually ever have a problem with this one. And bubbles on the side forming on, it'll actually be the top rim. Well, I'm probably going to have extra now that I'm thinking about it because I dumped a ton of glitter in here. And that took up some space. So I'll see how much I have left with the white and the red. Maybe I'll marble something together. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have a lot left. Let me just get this to settle. I was trying not to do extras today. Oh well. I always forget about the volume when I'm adding something. Probably only needed 9 ounces with all that glitter. Although it's using most of it. Almost all of it. Get that over there. It's going to be gorgeous. And it is domed. I don't have that much left actually, so I'm kind of glad I did the 10. So I'm just going to spritz it with alcohol. Get those bubbles popped. Move it out of the way. Let me, something there. Don't know what. Bubble trying to get up. All right, I will move this back. And that one will be curing quickly. Okay, this one and this one. Just gonna spray with alcohol and pour it in. So she wants 5, I think 5 bears, all white. 2 dressed as boys and 2 dressed as girls. Or 3 dressed, I don't remember. Something like that. I have to look at my notes. Oh gosh, did this take it all? Almost. I'm not going to have enough for that. I'll have to do it in the next one. So this one took way more than I thought. Yeah, there's definitely not enough in there for that. And this, I get worried, is going to... So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lean it up against my pen holder so it doesn't fall. If it was going to fall, it's going to fall that way. So it can't fall that way now. I don't know. Do I have enough? I can always top it up, I guess. Let's try it. Let's try. I can always put more in, right? I do like to go up in all of these little crevices. I'm going to need more. But at least this base coat will be done. I mean, it's not that hard to mimic this white. Don't need much more. If I scrape, see, I could have used what was left in the red, but things never work out that way. I thought that the bear would have held like 2. And then I know this holds 1. Get up in there. This barely needs anything. It was very, very close. So we'll just set that aside for the next mix, and I'll just top that up. So I'll do probably, I don't know, 10 again, and then I'll just use the extras. See, I need to get this into something. Let me find something. I am making several ornaments for Joan. I wasn't going to do it today, but since it was red and she wanted traditional colors, I did put it into a stocking, but the mold won't fit over here right now, so we'll unmold them together later. So I did mix up an extra 2 ounces. Since I'm doing white, I figured, well, I'll do her snowman in white at the same time, so I will pour that one as well. I'm trying to not... I mean, I know I probably won't need all 10 because of the glitter, but I want to have it just in case. So this white is just going to go in the snowflake, and then I'll pour the rest over there in her snowman. I don't think with all the alcohol in here that it's going to be necessary to vacuum chamber, so I think I'm going to take my chances and finish pouring this one. Sorry if you can't see it. I just want to top this one up. I mean, it already had that layer in there, so I don't think it's going to be... I'll put the rest of this in the vacuum chamber just because I don't want any... You won't see them, but I just don't want to take a chance. Okay, 10 ounces. I'm going to split 3 ways, and we're going to do glitter. 3 glitters. I've never even thought of doing this, so I am really excited to see what it looks like. I love how you guys come up with all these ideas that I never do. Like, I find something that works, and then I end up sticking to it, but you guys are so creative, especially in your comments. I just wish I could remember everybody's tips and tricks they give me. I just can't remember them all. All right, I'm going to scrape the cup. So it's about 2.5 ounces each color. Excuse me. And they are very different colors. So if it works, they shouldn't combine as one color. And I don't see why it wouldn't work. It's just marbling with glitter and glue. So the glue part is making me want to put these in piping bags. So I think I'm going to do that. Just in case. All right. Douse a whole bunch of glitter in each one of them. This is the fairy dust. This is the heavens dust. Yeah, dust everywhere. And royalty. And same thing I'm looking for on my stick. Let's use a wooden stick. Now this fairy dust is purple with hints of green and blue. It's really pretty. I don't know if you could see it, but it's gorgeous. Of course, it's not as thick with glitter as I want. That should be good. And I'll do, is this 2.5 ounces? Maybe 3 drops to 4 drops. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and use my stick for this one. It's purple anyway, and they're going together. Look at how deep that gorgeous color is. Oh, that's plenty in that one. I don't need to add to that one. And get a stick for this one. Gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, that's plenty of glitter. Let's see what we need to add here. Let's start with, I'm going to do 4. Just to be 100% sure it's gloopy enough. Oh yeah, it is. I'm going to add one more. Do 5 ounces. Or 5 drops. Okay, that's good. I still run it through the vacuum chamber because I've noticed when I have not done that, you can see all the bubbles in there. It's kind of like blurry, if is a good way to put it, like foggy looking. If you don't vacuum chamber your glitters, with glue especially. That one looks good. So I will do that off camera. I will vacuum chamber them. I have to be quick because it's got glue in it. And then I will bag them up in piping bags. So then I'll just come back and pour with ya. Looking good. All right, I'll be right back. I think I'm ready. This gets very messy, so I didn't change my gloves because it's going to get really sticky because I don't have Don here to help me hold one of these bags. Now, I had a little bit left. I poured the white in that snowman over there. I had a little left, and I poured it into this snowflake mold that I did yesterday. This is Peach Smoothie. These are the new pastel colors. I will show you the one I unmolded from yesterday in the pistachio because I poured it late in the game, and then I couldn't unmold it with you yesterday. So that one will get unmolded too. So we got a lot going on here today. All right, I'm going to spritz this before I cut holes. And I think what I want to do is do larger blocks of color. So I'm going to cut a bigger hole. Gosh, that could be a... Please don't leak everywhere. I do not necessarily need a bigger hole. I'll just squeeze longer. Just trying to lean those up against there so they don't leak. Because what I'm thinking is I don't want this one to get lost in the game. So I'm gonna squeeze a good amount. I don't know, is that a good amount? I don't know. I want all three to have their rightful place. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna hold them up like this. If you're by yourself, it might work for you. I don't know, I hope these don't combine. But that's what we're here to learn, right? She didn't know, I didn't know. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna be happy with it because these are the colors she chose regardless. Let me check the side. This could work. This very well could work. This one might get lost, actually. It's much lighter. I don't know. I'm just gonna hold them. That's... Just depends on how they're gonna go down the sides. Put some down that side. Yeah, I'm thinking the fairy dust is the one that could possibly get lost. I hope it doesn't. Oh, I'm anxious to see this one. The sides look like they're marbling. I wish I could show you, but my hands are sticky and I'm not pulling the camera down. Trust me on this one. This glue should hold it. Should hold them separately. Okay, coming towards the end. Of course, I will have some left over because of the glitter. Let's squeeze all that out. That one's gone. Sticky hands on a piping bag. Yeah, they don't work that well. You know what? I'll probably use most of it. I think the only one I'll have a little bit left of is the fairy dust. If anything, I'm just gonna get it topped up. Wow, I barely, like a squeeze, hardly anything. I'm gonna put this in my extras giveaway mold, I think. And I was looking for something to stir it with. Let's me a toothpick or something. Just gonna help the bottom because the glue is not going to let it like combine nicely anyway. All right, well, there you go, Joan. I'm excited to see what happens. Let me try to move this out of the way. We still got a tray to pour today. All right, that's good. That's good. Got to clean up. I mixed up, I think 12 ounces, just because I needed more last time because I did the glitter differently. I'm only going to mix up a tiny little bit of glitter because I only need enough to swipe it across the surface because you're not going to see it anywhere else. Whatever hits that silicone is all we're going to see. So I really don't need anything. Just get these dissolved. I don't even need a cup that big. I don't want to like feel like I need more. So I'm just going to do like ½ ounce of glitter. That's it. The rest is going to be red and green. And then I'm going to dirty pour them with glue so these colors don't merge. And then what I did on the last one, even though it was off camera, I top coated it with a food safe resin. This is food safe resin too, but obviously there's glue in there, so I can't guarantee it's food safe anymore, even though the glue is non-toxic. There are no guarantees, and I tell people that. So I will top coat it with a clear food safe resin, probably off camera again, because it's not going to change the look of anything. And make sure it goes out that way. And I do tell people, you know, you could put saran wrap over it if you still don't trust it. It's totally up to the person who's purchasing it, what they do. I can't control that. I'm just pouring their stuff for them. All right, that's the red. And then the green. Just want to mix it up. I have to say, this glitter pen organizer is looking great. I cannot wait to get that out of the mold. It's going to be so pretty. I'm pretty sure it's staying where it should. I don't know about that fairy dust. Oh, I almost spilled that. But I'm hoping for the best on that fairy dust. All right, let's see. Let me just scrape this out. And I will wash it while it's in the vacuum chamber. Did I scrape it already? I don't remember because there's hardly anything coming out of there. Now this one is going to be the Gold Rush glitter. And like I said, it's just enough to string it across like marble lines. That's it. I made way too much the other day, which made me have to go back and mix up some more. All right, a little bit of glue. This is probably 6 ounces. This is going to take like 6 or 7 drops. Let's try that. That's good. I will have to split this in another cup. This is a little too high to get those bubbles out. Let's see. Just get some out of here. Just making sure everything is touching the glue. Make sure you stir it really well. You can have portions that are not like the rest. I'm gonna guess. I haven't had that happen, but I don't know. It could happen. All right, it's green. And split this one too. Stir all the way to the bottom. Oh, this green's got that gold tone I forgot about, which is fine. It's Christmassy. And it'll go with our gold glitter. Okay. I will come back when it's vacuum chambered and we're going to dirty pour this. What I'm going to do is just layer it in this larger cup a little bit at a time until it's all in this cup. And then we're going to pour it out into the tray. Oh shoot, I forgot to put my... You know what? Well, I'll just get this poured. I meant to do the glitter before I poured this. Green, where's my spatula? It'll be okay. It's just going to cure quickly because of that glue. So I don't have a ton of time to mess around with this. And then I'm going to scrape this one out. That's good. Pour a little more red in there. A little green. It's so hard to work when it's sticky like that. A little red. A little green. Now I'm going to scrape out the red. I think I started with red, so I'll end with green. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. But what comes out of your cup first is obviously going to be on the tray first. It's basically what's hitting that silicone first is what we're going to see. All the rest of it is going to be hidden in layers. So I do like to try to make sure both colors come out at the same time. The best that I can. I mean, I can't control resin. I wish I could. It wouldn't, but that, you know, that takes the fun away from it. If you can control it, you know what you want it to do. Doesn't always mean it's going to do it. A lot of times it doesn't mean it's going to do it. All right, I'm just going to set that aside. Going to take a little, what can I use? Let me just get a stick. So what I did before is just kind of drizzled it in this kind of a pattern. And that's what you saw on the finished piece. Now I like these thinner lines. The last time I did it was kind of chunky. Just trying to get some down these edges. Just manipulate, because this is what we're going to see on the front of this piece. So I don't really want little drops like that. Let me just get some down. I'll let it, see, I don't need much at all. I didn't even need this 1/2 ounce. Kind of going, excuse me, in one direction, like a marble kind of would in the layers. Not all marbles do, but try to get some down here. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to spritz it pretty good. This way it will flow, especially with the glue. Ready? Here we go. Let me try to get red and green out. Hopefully we got red and green showing. And whatever is left, if there's any left, I will go ahead and fill up a couple more ornaments for her. So I might as well just finish her ornaments. I wasn't going to do that. I mean, you won't see me pour them, but I'll just go ahead and unmold them with you and finish them off with you. Oh, this is going to take all of it. Never mind. There is no extra. Look at that. All right, well, let's just hope and pray that our front has both the green and the red. That's what I'm thinking. I got just a tiny little bit of gold here. I'll put into something. Spritz this, pop those bubbles with alcohol. Oh, that's going to look pretty. I think it's going to look great. Let's just hope our glitter stayed where I put it, because I didn't glue that. You know what? I'm just gonna, if it sinks, then it sinks. I'm good with that. But if it doesn't sink, then the back might have some glitter. My guess is it's going to like just go underneath the surface. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. If it's going to stay on the back, then she's going to have a really pretty back. So it all fit. I didn't think 12 ounces would fit. I always thought it was 10. All right, well, 12 ounces fit if you want to do 12. Pop that. And see you guys on demold. Are you ready to defeat this big task of unmolding today? These are the ones I showed you, I did yesterday. I told you I would show you later. So this is the pistachio in the pastel colors. So that came out really pretty. And then this was just the other white one that I poured. And these two I did pour off camera. they are for an order, but I don't want to mention names because the person who ordered it and the person receiving it both watch me. So you won't be seeing those anymore because the names are going to be going on them. Here is the other white one. Now I need to do 3 of the blue shimmer ones. So we'll get those finished up. This one is this? Yeah, it's cured. It's really thin. This is that peach something or other it was. Oh, look at that. I added shimmer to it. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I love that color. That is gorgeous. It needs more curing though. So these are the ones I poured off camera. This one, that was an extra. I poured that one off camera. And then she wanted a gingerbread man, and this was all the extras from everything. So the gingerbread man, I poured in Dianca Pours, and I added crushed crystal. Dianca Pours vanilla bean. So we'll have to get this one jazzed up. She wanted traditional, so that looks like a nicely baked cookie, doesn't it? This was the extra of the 3. So I just put it into that. That looks really pretty. Just like it is. Very nice. These are, I think these are Let's Resin Molds. Yeah, Let's Resin Molds. And it came in the set of 2. Here's the snowman that I poured with the white and the shimmer. That is beautiful. So gorgeous. This one was scarlet with a little bit of shimmer. Not too much, but I did put some in there. You could see it. And then the firefly glitter. Beautiful little mitten. Love that. And then copper canopy glitter for the tree. I didn't want to just pour a green tree. I thought that might be a little boring. So we decorated it up with the copper canopy. It's copper and green. It is beautiful. I need to clean this mold. I should have done it before I demolded and I forgot again. It's a mess from last year. What do we got? The bear. Pretty sure this is ready to come out. I need to do 4 more of these. Maybe I will pour all 4 before I finish them. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. Come on. Oh wow, is that crystally? Look at the color on that. That is so pretty. So cute. Okay, we're going to put that aside. Let's do, these are going to be hard. We'll do these last. Let's get this tray out and see what we got. Hopefully we have green and red on the other side. Ooh, a little bit bendy. Let me get this thing out before I mess it up. We definitely got green and red on the back. Tiny little bit of overage right there, and that was it. Come on. Come on, there we go. There we go. And again, I'm going to top coat this one. I think it takes about 2 ounces of clear. That is pretty, just like the other one was, just different colors. What do you think? Hopefully she likes it, or I don't know what else to do. Love that. I just didn't want, the reason I didn't put the gold into the dirty pour is because that gold probably would have sank and it would have been all gold everywhere. So that's why I dripped it like I did. So I just need to trim this little piece off. Maybe it'll pull right off. No. I'm just going to take a pair because it's bothering me. Oh, that one pulled off. Cuticle cutters. Just trim that off. There we go. All right, that's good. Beautiful Christmas plate tray. We're going to do the firefly one first. Actually, I need to move that aside because these are not fun to get out. I just kind of roll them down and pop each piece out because it is 3 different heights. And then we'll pull this one down. Come on. Until it gets over that edge. And then I just kind of work them out of each hole. Oh, not easy. But I've managed to not rip any of the 3 that I have, so must be doing something right. All right, come on. Come on. All right, here it is. And this is the one. I need to mark this one. It gets the bump in it. There's a weak spot in here, right here, but I don't think it will affect very much. So we'll see if she wants it. I mean, it doesn't really take up much space. So I need to mark this mold that has the defect because I don't want to get rid of it. It's just a little bump. But look at that color. So pretty. And the glitter stayed everywhere. So that is nice. Let's do this one. This is the one I'm dying to see. I cannot wait to see because I couldn't really tell from looking through the sides if we're going to get all 3 glitters separated. Come on. Oh, it's this tall piece that's always the problem. Okay. Release it. Sorry, I kind of need to do this where I'm at. Ugh. Hopefully this one doesn't have a bump. Otherwise, I think all my molds will do that. Nope, this one did not. Okay, hang on before we look. Just get my mold back into shape. Okay. Look at that. We can see all 3. There's the fairy, there's the heaven's dust, and there is the royalty. Royalty, dust, fairy dust. Oh, yay, it worked, you guys. That is so pretty. I'm just going to trim these edges, and these are done. She didn't want anything done to them. Love that. I think she'll be happy with that. Oh, it's so pretty. Cool. All right. Everything's unmolded. Let me get a plan together. I need to finish all these things. All these things. This, that's going to stay for tomorrow. Let me get busy, you guys.
Michelle's at her table, hands steady and sure. A gingerbread man, a stocking so pure. Snowflakes shimmer, a mitten takes form under her lamp, where her prayers keep warm. Rhinestones and resin, red, green, and gold. Stories of Christmas tenderly told. For Joan and Lee and her hands softly glide, serving the Lord with her heart open wide. A Christmas tree sparkles, a snowman stands tall, diamond bright joy in the glow of it all. 2 purple angels for Leanne they sing, with every touch heaven's light she brings. She whispers a prayer for the heart she'll touch. Love in her word means so much. Rhinestones and resin, red, green, and gold. Stories of Christmas tenderly told. For Joan and Lee and her hands softly glide, serving the Lord her heart open wide. Each tiny gem is a light in the night, a spark of his love, a gift shining bright. Michelle keeps the faith, her craft and her care. Each ornament glows with a whispered prayer.
I am finished, you guys. That took quite a while, but it was fun to do. So I did the other two exactly the same as the first one. Beautiful diamond rhinestones on them. The name is on the back of these two, but I won't flip it over. I wanted to jazz it up a little. They didn't ask for anything. I hope it was okay, but I just put some pearls on the angels just to make them a little more angelic. They could take them off if they want. I could not get the little thing through there, so they're going to have to get some kind of a something to fit in that little hole. I didn't want to drill it out or anything. Here is, oops, I got some glue sticking together. So on the peach one, I put some pink rhinestones. Very, very pretty. And on the pistachio, I put some green rhinestones. So that one's very pretty. All these little strings I can't stand. Here's the extra. I didn't do anything except put the gold thing on there. So for the Christmas tree, I put AB rhinestones on the star, red rhinestones on the tree, and then brown ones here at the bottom. For the stocking, I just put some trim in some clear rhinestones. Here is the snowman with the hat, the face, the buttons. Here's the gingerbread man with a couple stripes on him, some buttons. And the mitten, I just outlined the whole thing. And then nothing to the tray, nothing to those. This is the little bear. So I made the little boy, one of the little boys first. I put a cell phone in his hand because that's what in all little boys' hands. I painted these with the new acrylic markers from Let's Resin, and then I UV coated them with UV resin. So I stuck UV resin in this black bottle so I could paint it on now so I don't have to use my hands. And then covered that. Painted his face, put a little bow tie, top hat, and a silver butterfly there. So that is one of the 5 finished. I hope she likes it. That is it, everybody. It was a packed day for me. I hope you like something in this day. All right, guys, I'm going to figure out tomorrow. I have a couple more things I need to make for people, but I'm not sure I'm going to go that direction. So make sure you come back and check it out. I'll see you then. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus shining heart. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace, in her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell.